Welcome to Fierce Compassion's 8th podcast. I am sitting with a very dear friend of mine, Brenda Bell, who has become a mentor and a guide around death and palliative work. And I believe her work is extremely powerful and her wisdom is extremely important at the moment, because in COVID-19, there's so many of these little deaths of loss of income, of loss of routine, of loss of freedom, of loss of hugs. And through acknowledging these, we're able to let them go and make space for new doors to open or new opportunities to come into our lives. So the importance of death work is not necessarily just around death, it's around closures, it's around endings, it's around acknowledging what is passing. And this is where I believe this conversation is so powerful with Brenda today. So let me give you a little bit of an essence around who she is. Brenda is a volunteer for hospice, both within the township community and at St. Luke's Hospice, which is the main patient unit in the Western Cape. She works with patients, families, and staff in offering psycho-spiritual care, which is underpinned by mindfulness. Brenda is also a trained MBCTCA trainer, trained by Trish Bartley, who is the program designer of MBCTCA through Bangor University. And for those of you who I'm confusing with this acronym, MBCT is mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, and the CA is cancer-specific. So she is qualified as a mindfulness teacher within postgraduate Stellenbosch University certification. And with Daniel Klemp, she is the first to run MBCTCA programs in South Africa. She also teaches university students with mindfulness, not with one, but within 6 South African universities. And then, because it's very close to my heart, because I'm a cancer survivor, Brenda has survived malignant melanoma, which means she has faced life-threatening disease, and in a way, in a very deep way, she's actually faced death experientially. So add that to her intellect and her experience around supporting other people, and you've got somebody who really understands and speaks from true experiential wisdom around death, around endings. And in this conversation, we speak about the transformational effect of facing death, the gift in exploring and expanding our relationship with endings and death, cancer and COVID-19 and the superpower that gives us. We speak about death cafes, we speak about loss, we speak about the magic that underpins going through these experiences with awareness and courage to be able to face one of those deepest fears in the human psyche, and that is the fear of death, and the liberation and the energy and the magic that really sits on the other side of facing that fear. So let me not continue to waffle. I'm going to leave you with the amazing Brenda Bell and the conversation that I had with her. And in true Brett Simpson style, we've actually started the podcast before the podcast actually is meant to start. So I've let that vulnerability in just to be authentic. I hope you enjoy this conversation. I sincerely enjoyed having a chat with Brenda.